25%, 10 on every car that I own. Put the striker in track mode while I listen to Bone. Black on black 45, need another in chrome. If I don't hit you, then my bitch will want you walking my home. First flight to Jamaica, next one to Bahamas. I'm gonna win no matter what. God made me a promise. Just bought so much dogelon that I just added 2 commas. I tell my son believe in himself and respect his mama. Make sure you get to your money, invest in yourself, and go follow your dreams. Daddy ain't who.
Good morning, crypto family. I know it's late, but shit, let's get this party started. Waiting on meme lord, but let's get into the news. You guys seen Elon has been pumping today. Shout out to Crypto Dominance. He said on Gemini, dogelon-mars was up 40%, sitting at like 2300s. So the price is reflecting different on different exchanges, but we can feel something crazy that could be happening in the next couple of days or even tomorrow. Shout out to C Shibu. What's good, bro? Larry Barber is in the building. Peace, fam. D Money is in the building. No Problem says this is the best time to appreciate the DCA grind. Don't shake out now. Voyage Co. He says Elon. Rod, let's go. Let's go. Your future kid is in the building. What's good, your future kid? Shout out to you, man. Mr. Move Around. To Mars we go. And again, man, first stop, we're heading to the moon. We got to head to the moon because before we reach the Mars, we have to touch the moon. And I'm just ready for this, giant leap. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Meme Lord. He is in the building. What's good, Meme Lord?
Hey, how's everybody doing tonight? How are you doing?
Man, great, man, great, man. We caught the late night live, but this is the time where we can see how the market is really moving. What you think, Meme Lord?
Remember everything I said was gonna pump to like almost 107K. We almost got, I think we did, and then I said we were gonna retrace down to like 100 to 99K, which we did a little bit, and then we're back up. But man, nice little pumpalicious. What's playing out is the
Man,
bull flag and the that large cup and handle, and then dude, so much bullish on like my TA, so many bullish patterns. We have first we have the cup and handle forming, then we have the inverse head and shoulders, which played out. Then we had the bull flag, so we should be coming down a little bit, which is normal because we've been going up so high, so we should see a little bit of a sell off. That's for Bitcoin. Yeah, for Bitcoin. But
and
man, if you
everything
seen,
goes down to the altcoins after that.
yeah, and if you seen Elon was pumping today, and if you notice, all the whales are buying. Man, there was like 29,000, $17,000 buys, 15, 14, 30, there was a lot of them.
Yeah, I seen, and I don't know if you heard, but Crypto Dominance said then that on Gemini, Elon was up 40% today.
Yeah, I believe so, but sometimes it goes by how much at what level they bought at. So it
Right.
usually goes at by what level you bought. So if you bought like at 6 zeros 11, it goes off from there. So you'll see like, hey, it's up 18, 20%, then you look and it's only up like 10 or
Mhm.
15. It's because it goes off by how much you bought it at.
Wow. And I am seeing the buy. Someone bought in for 43 grand today, 35,000. But I believe that one was a bot right there. Someone bought 35,000 and they sold what, like 2 hours later. But I believe it was a bot. That was the bot, 15,000. Again, like what you
Yeah,
guys.
a lot of bot buys. What they do is they just want to make a quick buck. Like on 35,000 going up 20%, you can make a good like 7 grand.
That's just, you can make you some money, man. Damn, that's crazy. Elon, man, look, and like what you said, man, that yeah, we're gonna retrace back, but the momentum just ridiculous lately. Ethereum sitting
And
at
that
2,600. What were you about to say, man, Lord?
oh, I was gonna say like even Ethereum. Um, yeah, a lot of people are gonna tell me they're gonna probably do some faces right now, but I don't buy Ethereum just because it's only going up to like 7,500. So say if you bought it at 2,000, bro, you're only making like a three and a half, 4x. That's why I
Right.
said buy like we got to talk about Ether or Aether. Oh my God, you should see that one's been spiking because they have an announcement coming up. They said.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You guys see it at 4 cents, up 6% today. Definitely
Yeah,
bullish.
yeah. Watch, just do the 1 month chart. Like just show 1 month, and you'll see.
Oh my God. Look at that off. Are you serious? So where do you speculate Ether to blow
Hey,
up, bro?
well, of course, like during altcoin season and the bull run too. Man, I'm seeing this one at maybe like all the way from 25 cents to $1. But see, it depends because it hits. I mean, if you want, you know how like I did a little bit of a deep dive on ICP.
Right.
I can do like a little bit of a deep dive on it whenever you guys are ready. I mean, it only takes like 5 minutes,
Go
and I'll
ahead.
explain to you why it's going to be a heavy hitter this year. So what they do is they provide AI and gaming cloud services through GPUs. So, like, say for instance, they have AI Enterprise. So it
Right.
uses the B200 dual GPU Blackwell powerhouse, which delivers 192 gigabytes of total memory, and that's for next generation AI training and interface. So it's like best like for efficiency for scale.
Right.
That's one thing. And then the nodes, it says they use a single H100 node to a 4K GPU cluster, meaning like it's a global infrastructure that delivers seamless instant access to the world's most advanced AI hardware. It also is a powerhouse data center GPU for generation AI workloads at scale. That's that's for developers and for gamers. Then it does another CPU, which is the H200, and it's a high bandwidth AI compute powerhouse. It offers 141 gigabytes. It's HBM3E memory, meaning 4.8 TBS bandwidth, which
Mm,
helps making it the ultimate solution for large language models and memory intensive AI workloads.
yeah.
They also use the L40S, which is for AI and graphics combined. It's for a AI interface and graphics rendering. So that's all AI. So that's what companies are using in enterprises. Now, gaming, what it does is it offers like cross platform cloud gaming with ultra low latency. So like cloud gaming it's worldwide. It's low latency, meaning it's what do you call it? It uses, I think, localized access to GPUs through distributed node networks to improve performance. It also offers cross-platform publishing, meaning it allows gamers to have, like, say, for instance, like low latency, meaning that it doesn't use, like, you don't have like a lot of, what's that thing called? When you're playing the game, it's smooth instead of
Oh,
choppy.
the GPU or something like that.
Yeah, the
Oh, like
GPU,
a
but
graphics
it's like
card.
like yeah, yeah. So it uses that, and then it has like a game, like it has over 204 gaming studios already using the cloud gaming, and that's for mobile and PC gamers. They also have gaming cluster locations worldwide, meaning like 12 million gamers a month are playing games on there. Its gamers and developers use GPU containers to access GPU resources while minimizing latency. The nodes monitor the quality of the service of
Mm,
games and developers. I mean, so gamers and developers can use the token to access the GPU resource. So what it does is like, say for instance, they have a modem you can buy, or what do you call it? It's like you're a node. So what you do is you buy it. It's about $1,500. You plug it into your, in the house, and you use your Wi-Fi. And what it does is, uh, it hooks up to the nodes, and what it does is it allows for more nodes to be active, so then it doesn't overload the network, and at the same time that you're helping the network, it actually mines Ether for you. You can make up to, like, I believe 100 to 1,000 Ethers, Aether. Well, I call it ATH, but I forget what, I can never get the name right. But ATH, it allows you to make that much. So it's good, like about $200 to $300 a month, depending on how many people are using your nodes. But what it is, it's cloud gaming and AI, and they use NVIDIA GPUs for it. So that's why I think it's a powerhouse. Yeah, and it's a DPEN, which is a decentralized infrastructure. So it hits DPEN, AI, metaverse, gaming, cloud services, which means you don't have, it's decentralized, meaning you don't have to use Google or Amazon or whatever's out there. So you're using that, and in order to use it, you're using ATH tokens in order to access it. So man, that's why I think it's hitting like three of the narratives this year, which is DPEN, AI, metaverse. Oh, and what's the other one I said? And cloud services.
Right.
So yeah, man, that one's a good one to look out for. And you can see, look at it's already shot up within a month. I mean, of course, for the year it's down, but if
Mhm.
you purchased within this month, you're already up, what? Like, I can't see that, but what?
Oh, let's see.
Like two,
It's about
yeah,
50,
what?
62%.
62%. And see, that's not even close to where it's gonna be at. So I say, like, when I did my charting, 25 cents to a dollar. Don't quote me on that, but because things can change, it could go higher, but I don't think lower.
Shit. That's
Yeah, so
hey man. If you guys are
that's one of my
seeing this,
top ones.
grab you some Ether. Grab you some Ether. And then what I also seen too, bro. We are trending on Coin Market Cap right now as we speak. We are ranked number, let's see, trending. We're ranked number nine. Number nine.
Yep, and we don't even have any utility out right now. That's just a FOMO. So can you imagine when all the good stuff comes out?
Oh my God. And I don't think we ever, well, we have been on we were number one trending for about a good day or so. And then we stayed on the top trending list for about like a week. So it's
Yeah, that's when we hit 150%.
wow.
Remember, we went all the way to 100. I mean, we lost it all the way down to now, I think, like 40%, but it doesn't matter because that just shows you what's to come. If it just went up 150% through FOMO with no utility, just imagine when everything comes out. And like you said, there's stuff we don't even know. And like I said, we don't even know the partnerships yet.
Right. And then also we're not even getting uh Elon Musk saying Doge to Mars. We're not even getting that type of hype or run from just him saying something similar to dogelon-mars.
And if you notice, there's been a lot of, well, not a lot, but a couple articles from big companies like that BSC scan, and then
Yeah.
Forbes, and then yeah, so a lot of stuff has been coming out about, there you go, that one. They've already did, I think, like 5 or 6 of them.
And these are the same articles, right? Just the same ones.
Yeah, they're the same ones, but they're tagged differently, and they're about different things about the project. So they don't say the same thing. They kind of word it differently.
Right. But this is what got me what I seen you reposted. You said, I figured out what this says. It says from producer Zack Snyder, Army of Thieves, coming soon to Netflix.
Yeah,
So
I don't know what that means, what they're trying to mean, but I just saw a couple people that said something else. Somebody said Elon chose Jack Snyder as something, and then I said, well, let me look at it, and that's what I got.
and then clicking on it, the article, who is Martian Manhunter and what does he do? Wow, that's wild. That's definitely wild. I mean,
Yeah,
we don't know the
I,
partnerships.
yeah, like you said, we don't know the partnerships.
Damn. Now, what else you wanted to talk about, bro? Because I want to get into the juicy stuff. What you were talking about, man. What we were talking on the phone.
Oh, we're talking about like Bitcoin, right? Like what I just said about about the bull run, when it's going to happen and all that good stuff.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I could talk about that right now, actually.
Let's
So I had told you, yeah, that big cup and handle that's forming. If you
right.
take the base of that, and it's still forming, if that plays out, you're looking at 145K Bitcoin by October. But remember, I had to said a while back it could be 100. But even before that cup and handle formed, I said we're looking at maybe 150 to 200K Bitcoin, depending,
Right.
because it could go higher, it could go lower. But if that plays out, it looks like the bull run is set for October. So, and then remember, I told you even before I knew all this, before I seen it forming, I had said August through November, somewhere around there. So I was pretty, accurate on it. So it's looking like that time, because remember, every time the Bitcoin halving happens, it takes 400 to 533 days. So that 533 days is hitting October. So that's why I'm going off like the 490 to like the 533s. That's why I
Right.
had said anywhere between August and November.
Shit. Shit. And with that being said, by October or November, Elon, without utility, without anything, a high four zeros.
Yeah, so for Elon, without any utility or no nothing, just saying Bitcoin hits that, or during the altcoin season, you're looking at like 401 all the way to 408 for Elon, but with the utility, the listings, all that good stuff, like I said, anywhere from 408 to 301. It could go higher, of course. But
Right.
like I said, man, if I find it weird that all these meme coins are getting on Coinbase and Binance and we aren't. So I think Coinbase and Binance knows what's coming. So I think everybody's, because in the end, everybody wants to make money.
Right.
So I think the reason why they're not the devs, but Coinbase and Binance are holding back, they're waiting for Rufus to come out, the AI metaverse to come out, the FOMO to hit in, the great burn. And then what they do is they make money on the fees. You're not going to want to list, okay, Dogelon now, okay. And then it'll go up maybe 150%, 200%. And then it goes back down and then everybody loses interest. So when the devs and when I say we're going to Mars, I say we're going to Mars all the way, because I think the FOMO and the FOMO, the listings, and all the utility coming out, that's what they mean that we're going to Mars. And
Uh,
I think past Mars, bro, like Alpha Centauri, which is further. It's like further to put it this way. It'll take like with the engines we have in a rocket ship to get to
uh-huh.
Alpha Centauri. I think it says it'll take us like 100,000 years.
Right.
So if that's that far, that should tell you where I think is going.
Oh my. So you guys hear that in the chat, man? You heard meme lord. We could go past Mars. Now, just to dumb it down, again, you said around high four zeros, 8, 9, and then the low three zeros, 1 or 2. That's
Yeah,
your
so I said the
outlook.
lowest was the lowest was 401 all the way to 408 with the utility, FOMO, and everything. I think the highest it could go is like the 301 or even higher, because we don't know yet.
Right. Right. And you see in the RSI divergence indicator, it says bull, as you see on the bottom of the screen. But again, like
Yep.
we said in October, and then you seen Saudi Arabia talking about they're investing 600 billion in the United States, and they're not just investing in the United States; they're investing into making the United States a crypto capital.
Yep, that's true. And remember what I said, like way before, well, wait, when the tariff started, the war on China, what
Right.
did I say? It's a scare tactic. It's
Yeah.
look at what happened. They got together and now it's only 10%, I think. So now that's why Bitcoin's going up because of that. Stocks went up a lot too. I'm not gonna say a little, they went up a lot too. Then if you've seen, I had also said there's not going to be a recession. And a couple people were not, I wouldn't say fighting me, but saying there is going to be one. Look what happened. They didn't raise rates and inflation went down.
Right.
So that tells you, man, it's looking good this year. It was just a whole bunch of scare tactics for everybody, like BlackRock and all the VCs to buy in, while all the paper hands were selling that were retail investors.
Right. Damn. Damn. And then I don't know if you've been seeing Goji been going a little stupid. It hit 5 cents today.
I saw that. I wish I would have bought it way down. Look at way down there.
Yeah. 5 cents. And you can see right here the trade history. Damn, people has been buying.
Yep, and like I said, that Dex fans, them going on ICP, bro. You don't even need when you go in there to log in because they haven't. I know they haven't put access there yet. They're still building it, right?
Right.
So what happens is when you go on ICP, you know how usually everywhere else you have to put your telephone number or your email address and then a password or a 2FA.
Right.
So what's good about ICP is it gives you it used to be a 6 digit number. Now that there's more, now it's a 7 digit number, and you put that in and you can access anything on ICP that's created on ICP with that 7 digit number. No password, no nothing. Everything's on there. And I think they even have on ICP, they built an app that's like Instagram. It's called Rabubu or something,
Uh-huh.
and what it is, it's like a clone of Instagram, but it's on Web3 and fully decentralized. So none of your information is sold or can be stolen. So I think that's why Dex fans chose that.
That's a smart move. That's a smart move. And then people bought in some ICP is up 6%.
Yeah, I wish it was up a little higher, but I think just because it's a little expensive,
Mhm.
but people don't understand what ICP is. The tech is, well, I wouldn't say everybody, but most don't understand the tech because it's too advanced.
Right.
So that's the thing that sucks. It's not in the spotlight right now. Everybody's like saying render and grass and I think some other couple other AI ones.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, ICP is a sleeper just like ATH is, like Ethereum is. It's not known that well.
And the all-time high of freaking ICP was $750.
But remember what I told you, it was inflated by FTX
Right.
because they didn't do they did that on purpose, like I said, to make it like tank. So if you go to the chart that says all,
All
it'll
right.
show you, man, it went all the way down from that price to, like, see,
Yeah.
that you could tell just by looking at that's not humanly possible. That's artificially. So meaning they did that on purpose because there's no crypto that ever been down that much unless it's a scam or they're taking out liquidity. But what
Right.
happened is FTX sold all their tokens, sold everything, and just because ICP did not want to hand over most of their tokens because that's what they do. Like FTX with Solana, oh, we'll list you and we'll put your name out there and all that, but you got to give us something. That's why, remember I told you FTX went down to $8
Right.
because FTX sold it all. And what they did to ICP is, well, give us tokens and we'll help you. And when they didn't, I don't have proof of this, but when they didn't, they literally sold everything and all that because they knew Solana was, well, they knew ICP was going to overtake Solana in market cap. And FTX goes, well, we own a lot of it, so we're not going to let that happen. So that's what they did. Man, they did them so dirty. So ICP has a bad name just for that. But many people don't know the real story.
Right. Hey man, like I'm gonna have to get me some more ICP because I can really see it rip. Now, what are like your forecast, your TA on ICP for the new people that is watching right now? What's your thoughts on ICP? Like price
I
prediction.
I seen it like anywhere from 60 to 150. And the reason why I'm going kind of low is just because not many people know about ICP, but I think they're pretending not to know and it's going to rip. But even like, let's say if you bought at $5, right? So what, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 45, 50. That's five. So even if it went to $60, you're still making a 12x.
Damn.
Yeah, right, exactly. That's why I tell people, like who say, and I have nothing against XRP, but I'm telling you, if you bought it at $2 and it's going to 6 to 8, 2, 4, 6, you're only doing like at that point, you're only doing like a 3x to a 4x. But if you bought it at 30, 40 cents, oh bro, you're good. You're good. But things like ICP where it's like, well, it's $5 and something. Yeah, but when it goes high, because it went to 20, it went to $20.
It
And then it
did.
went all the way. But yeah, and then I think it went up a little more than 20. I think like 21, 22. And then it went back all the way down to $4.50. But that's because of look what's been happening.
It
So
was at
if it could,
$14 in 2024. 15
yeah,
bucks.
yeah. See, that was already what when it was 450. That was what 4, 8, 12, kind of like a 3.5, 4x already.
Right. Man, y'all can't be sleep. You guys cannot be sleep on ICP, Ether and ICP. And then
Right.
you were talking about okay, Avalanche. That's what I also need to grab some too. AVAX.
And I'll be honest with you, it's a good project, but it's just too damn expensive. I'll
Man,
be honest with you.
that's what they said about Bitcoin when it was about $10.
Yeah, that's true too. The only good thing, because I know Avalanche, I know they're doing the big upgrade, and
Uh,
I know once they do that, what a lot of people use, well, on AVAX, I know, like I said, the DMV, I think in California, don't hold me to that, but I know if you Google it, just put, is the DMV using Avalanche crypto for car registrations? And it'll tell you yes. I just don't know what state it's doing it, but that's one. And two, if you put in Google what projects are building on it, it's mostly casino games.
oh, that's
And yeah, exactly. Yeah. And with that, that's a lot of money coming in.
shit. All time high was 146 in 2021 in November.
Yeah, I think it might be going to maybe like I'll say like 400 to $500, maybe a little less. But that's why I say if it's 25, let's say 25, you could do like a good 6x on there. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. But like I said, I'd rather be buying ICP where you could buy literally what 10 cents. You could buy 5 ICPs for the price of one Avalanche and make more money on ICP rather than Avalanche. Because remember, I did tell you, yeah, the project could be good, but it's where you can more X your money at.
Bro, yeah, yeah, I see it. And it looked like Goji Power trying to knock that 5 cent resistance level too.
Yeah, it'll probably get rejected, but not being negative just by seeing the chart. It's because people do sell here and there. Because they get scared or oh, that's the highest or they hit everybody has like their where they wanna their levels of where they're gonna sell at.
Right, right. Oh my God, man. This
Yeah,
is
everything's going crazy right now. But like I said, if we go down a bit,
uh-huh.
don't everybody get discouraged. That's just selling pressure because there's been so much buying going on. So it has to, retrace is going down is always healthy as long as we get a bounce, and we've been getting a bounce in the volume, and we haven't even did I think we haven't on the stochastic, we haven't did a double top. So that's not bad because a double top will indicate that it's going down. I haven't seen that yet. I just been seeing nothing but buy volumes coming in. But I'm sure as the weekend approaches, you know what happens. You get a lot of sell orders because of the ETFs.
Correct, correct.
So but this weekend, man, we pumped. There was no stopping Bitcoin. It shot up. The only time I think it went down was when it hit I think, what was it, 107K? I
Yes.
think they hit that big resistance and they got super rejected and then it went down.
513, 103. And we're still holding, kind of good, okay, above the 103,000. That's still a good thing.
Yeah, is that the daily chart or is
That's
could you do the weekly one?
the week, 7 days,
There you go. See where was the highest? Like 107? Okay,
105,082.
okay, and then look at how fast it went. Like when it hit that, look how fast it went down. Then it
Yeah,
went down again, and that's because it hit that big resistance. Then if you go back past that, past that little hill right there,
right.
go almost to the end where the biggest part is at, all the way to the end almost. How much was that?
104,875.
See, it was almost trying to hit the 105K again, and then it got rejected, and look, it went back down a bit.
Because people are
So
selling.
yeah, so it's just resistance. So that's normal. When it gets rejected, boom, and then you have when it goes down, then people start selling a lot. So that's all we're seeing. That's just a healthy correction. So the worst thing we might go back down to is 100 to 99K. But if excuse me, if you know Bitcoin's going to 105 to 100 or 200,000, when it goes down, you're going to buy more. Same thing with Dogelon, you know where it's going. And I would say, oh, Dogelon has no hope if there was no utility and we were listed on all the major exchanges. Because I know for sure it's going to get listed on Binance, Coinbase, Kraken, and on what's Robinhood for sure. Because all these other meme coins like Pepe and all that, they don't have no devs, no utility. Bro, they got listed. Why? Because they bought themselves in there. That's what they do. They're like, here, Coinbase, here's some Pepe. List us. Binance, list us, here's some Pepe. Not just only that, but they make it on the fees too. So that's why we're earning our place. We're not giving away free tokens. And that's why if you notice when we go down, we don't go down that hard
Yeah,
like
we
all
don't.
the other ones do.
And they got, wait, come on, man. Pepe got 420 trillion tokens and it's sitting at 4 zeros. And a lot of people still don't believe that we can really surpass that. That just don't make sense to me. It
Even
does.
this, watch, go to the chart where it says all.
Okay.
Watch. This is where okay, like go all the way to the end. How much was the I mean no all well, I mean when it first came out, when it first launched. How
Uh,
many zeros was it?
9 zeros.
And how much zeros is it at now?
Four
4.
zeros.
It lost 5 zeros and this had no utility, no devs, no nothing. And you're telling me Dogelon can't go to 3 zeros? Come on.
Bro, bro. I'm still stuck on the 2 zeros. I'm still stuck on the two
You,
zeros.
you, and it's possible. It's just over time because of the burn. Like
Right.
that's what it is. And I'm not saying you're thinking this, but other people I hear burn, burn, burn because that'll make the price. I go, no, it doesn't. You know what predicts price? Volume.
Correct.
Volume always predicts price. So what it is you could burn 50% of the supply and look what happened. Oh man, you got to go to J5. Look at J5. They burned half their tokens, but look where it ended up at. If
Oh,
you have a chance, if you have a chance, just to
J
show
five.
people.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't want
So J and then FIV. Yeah, just
I ain't
look at it. It
gonna mm-mm. You know what I'm talking about. I ain't gonna show no J. You talking about J5?
yeah, just because what they did was they burned half their supply. And then look what if they still have the chart up. See,
Whoa.
like yeah, so it tapped out because after you burn, there's nothing left. There's no utility, no nothing. So that's why with Rufus chain, if they burn too much, Rufus chain will be it's going to be difficult to burn. Yeah, you're going to get people selling and selling and selling, but then guess what? When you buy, sell, trade, do anything, Rufus chain burns. So that's why, to me, I think the great burn is they're only going to do maybe a 10 to 20% burn, I think. And then the rest is just going to be through Rufus chain because of all the partnerships, all the devs, and all that good stuff. Well, sorry, not dev, well, developers. Yeah. So developers, they're going to be building on it. And then we're going to be using the AI metaverse. And then every time you build something, on the metaverse, it burns. So say if you buy, let's say if you buy 4 land parcels, right?
Right.
Okay, that's a burn. Then once you have them, let's say you build your whole, like on those 4 lands you build something huge. Let's say it costs you, I don't know, it's not this much, but I've seen it cost, I think, like maybe for everything you create, depends on how big it is or what it is. I've seen that it doesn't burn that much dogelon just because it's microtransactions. But imagine all those land pots being sold and then people building on them, it'll burn a lot. And then that's not including the partnerships that they have. Those are also going to burn major Dogelon too, and including the developers that are building on Rufus chain, and then NFTs, and then we don't even know if they're going to have, like I said, the meme toolkit where you can launch your own meme coins on there, which I hope it does, because then that means more burning. And then, like when you build on Caldera, remember a lot of special features are targeted to the specific blockchain they want to build. So we didn't even know all that stuff.
Wow. Yeah. and
I,
and
I,
the,
I
the metaverse is huge. There's a
yeah,
lot
and especially an AI metaverse. Actually, don't forget that's an AI metaverse. So that's way different than what we've seen.
Oh shit. Yeah, yeah, bro. This is gonna have to go crazy.
Yeah, even what I do for fun when people say, "Oh, Dogelon's not going to 4 zeros, it's not going to 3 zeros," I go look at other meme coins like Fartcoin, Toshi, all these other ones that started off like at 8, 9 zeros and now they're at like 3, 2, 4 zeros. You're telling me that those that don't have any utility can go that high, but Dogelon can't, that has all that stuff coming out? I'm like, come on. How thick do you have to be? I'm not being mean. I don't call people dumb or but I'm like, how thick can you be?
Right. Fuck. Yeah, bro. Like I would. I'll definitely jump in heavy in there. I'll jump heavy.
Like watch, even for fun, just go to Fartcoin
All
and
right.
just see like how many zeros it was at and then how much it is at.
Fart corn. Let's see. $1.38 right now.
And then go to like the all chart and then see where it started at.
203 are like wait, hold on. 203 and October 28th of last year. No. Yeah, of last year. And it
And then
shot
see, yeah, see the big mount, the big up there. Watch, tell me how much that is.
$2.09.
Exactly. Come on
Beginning of
now.
this year. In the beginning of this year were 1 billion tokens. 1 billion tokens. So damn. That's the total supply, but circulating, man, come on. So yeah, that it just don't make sense what people are talking about, man. That we can't shoot up that high.
Yep. Even like ones like Peanut, the squirrel, bro. That one went to, I think, like $4, and it was like, think, at one or two zeros too. Like, even look up that one, and it's just to show people, that in crypto anything's possible. But these are just coins that just had FOMO. This ain't utility or nothing. So that's why I say, man, come on.
Oh shit. And then okay, I see some people in the chat. They're talking about the Truth Social. Have you heard of that? Supposedly Trump is the
No.
founder.
Oh, I've heard. Yeah, I did hear about it. Yeah. Oh my god, that chart looks horrible.
Yeah, I believe it's this what they're talking about. Truth. Keep an eye open on this token. But it's just I don't. I'm not really. I'm just speaking about it. I know people are asking about it. I'm not saying I invested into this token, but I'm seeing people talking about it. It's just, everything is a risk, man. Everything is a risk. I mean, market cap is at 34,000. The volume is around 774 what thousand,
When did
which
that one come out? If you could put the all chart, when did it come out?
it came out what today? No, yeah, today.
And then what's the
No, no,
highest?
no,
What did
no,
it start off?
yesterday. No, no, no. It came out yesterday, bro.
Oh, okay, and then what's the highest it
Started
went
at
up to?
11
That
zeros. Started at 11 zeros, 43. All-time high. Shot up to 10 zeros, 144. Then it depleted to 12 zeros, 3508. I don't know. It's
it's not
shit.
too bad. It's not too bad, but it
No,
did. Yeah, like I say, go to the first, like, just for fun. Go to the what is it, on ETH or Sol? It's probably on Solana.
Solana.
Yeah, what you do is go on Sol Scan,
All right.
and yeah, and then see the first like 10 like, go to holders.
Radium is the top holder, of course.
Okay, okay.
The second wallet holds about $1,700 worth, but they have about 100,000 million billion trillion. There's no
It's
way.
not. It's Yeah. It's not too bad because there's not major holders right there.
Hmm.
So, but it looks like, I don't want to say it looks like it's all tapped out, but it doesn't look like it's done. It could do another run, but I'm not telling people go run out and get it. But what drew it into, well, how do you say it? What drew people into it was how many zeros it had. So if it
Right.
has that many zeros, that means the supply is freaking huge.
Yeah, 99 what? 99 trillion.
There you go. That's a lot.
Yeah, that is a lot. That is a lot. That is a lot. But that's again, we're just speaking our opinions, guys. We're not, telling you guys to purchase this token. We're just speaking about these assets. Um, I don't know.
and
I
the
mean,
and the holders are minimal. I mean, honestly, this is something, and this is just me. This is
right,
something I would put like maybe like $100 to $200 in, just
right.
to see where it would go. And I'd rather lose $100 to $200, or at
Or
least
just put in
make,
$10.
yeah, or so, you know what I mean? Because it looks like, to me, it looks like it's all tapped out, but it could keep going. But it looks like to me that it hit the highest, and then you saw that it went whoop, all the way down, and it shouldn't have, because Bitcoin was doing pretty good today. There was a
Oh,
lot of green, so to me that looks bad. And then what you do look at is volume.
so what I'm gonna
So
do is
you
I'm gonna
go
look
ahead.
up. I'm gonna look up Trump token right quick because it started off of Pump Fund and it was on a Solana base. There's no way it started at 3 cent, $3. No,
Was that the
no.
all chart?
This is the all chart, and no, because this started out on Pump Fund. It started out on Pump Fund. Pump Fund, you're not just gonna have a $3 token starting out the gate, because I know it was like real cheap. What was that token that some people made a shit ton of money? It was on Pump
I
Fund, not the one that the
I
kid made. It was out in the era with Fartcoin. Um, what was it? I'm trying to think.
I don't remember, but I know Peanuts another one. Bro,
Right.
that one was like I said, that one it went crazy. And it went on Coinbase and everything.
Okay, let's see. Let's click on all on Peanut. Okay, what's that? 3 cents. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Nah, because I knew some. Yeah, Peanut. I knew someone who bought into Peanut like on Pump Fund, and it was like at like three or four zeros. So Coin Market Cap probably just shows. I don't know. It don't show everything. Let me click on
It could be the wrong one because it was the one. Is this the one where he has the hat on?
yeah.
Okay, then that's the right one. But I
Hold
think
on.
that one went to like what $6, right, or something like that.
Yeah, and then that's when people start selling. Hold on. No, 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 no. Hold on. This can't be it because the all-time high of this one was like $2. So it can't be this one. But the point where I'm trying to say and what you're trying to say is too, it's like, there's a hit and miss. You know what I'm saying? If $100 can't hurt you, $100 can't hurt you. But I know definitely you can use $10 and just, hey, Solana, the fees aren't outrageous to, grab you some. But I mean, I don't look at it as a long term holding for True Social. But anything's predictable nowadays. It was just at what 34,000 market cap.
Yeah, somebody sold a large amount of it for it to go down that low.
Let's see,
And to me, that could have been like the VCs. Remember, I told you where they give people the tokens,
right.
so it's possible. But it looks like it hasn't been on any major exchanges. So that's why I'm saying it could go up a little more if it goes on some exchanges. So if it's not on Coinbase or any of that yet, it's a good buy. But I know for sure if it has that much high zeros, I know Coinbase doesn't really what am I trying to say? Coinbase really doesn't list things that have a lot of zeros on it. And
Right.
a large supply. Like even I think Elon it was like at 9 zeros, right? And we lost three, so we're
And
on three or seven. Was it? I think it was 8 or 9. I forgot. If
it
you want
was
to check,
it was 9 zeros. I know for a fact. Let me go to coin market cap. Let's see. Let's see. Elon. Yeah, guys. So if you guys do see that J5, I'm not. We're not messing with no J5. Fuck that. Elon. And that's why, and honestly, guys, that's why I won't even create a token. So it's saying, hold on. It's saying 7 zeros, but no, I bought at like around 9 zeros. I really believe it was 10 zeros because I remember in April it was at 10, and then $50 could have got you what, a couple 1 billion tokens. So no, $30 will get you 1 billion tokens because of the fees of me purchasing on BitTrue. I had to transfer USDT from Coinbase to BitTrue to purchase Elon. But on CoinMarketCap, it's saying 7 zeros. There's no way in hell.
Yeah, I went to Coinbase right now too to check. It says 7 zeros as well. So we'll just say, let's just say eight, like 8.5 to 9 zeros.
Right.
Even at that, it still lost like three, and all these other ones lost like about 6 zeros. So that's why I'm saying we could lose and easily like 2 to 3 more zeros. Of course, more than that
Uh-huh.
as time goes on because of the burning. And that's what's good is this is not just going to be one of those meme coins that just forgotten. It's already been 4 years and we're still here. There's other ones that did their thing, made their money, and now they disappeared. Like a big one is remember Saitama? Oh, that one's gonna be around for a while. Nah, bro. Look at it now. Like nobody even talks about it no more.
I definitely remember that when Saitama was like that hurt a lot of people's pockets, but it made a lot of people rich though too at the same time.
Yeah, yeah, but what sucks is those people that were thinking it was like a long-term hold, that just said, "Oh, it's gonna go somewhere," and they kept buying and buying. I was like, "Oh," I said, "Man, I don't see this going anywhere." And a lot of people, I remember back in the day when dogelon was, I think like in its second year, they were like, "Nah, that's one's trash. This one's gonna go up." And then all of a sudden,
Hello? You still there, meme lord? I think his signal went out, man. Damn. But yeah, guys, man, it's just keep your eyes open because I definitely do feel we can have a pump this week. Meme Lord, you there? Sound like his signal is going out. Meme Lord, yo, Brown, are you taking any? They probably sold. You never know. You never know. Like what me and Meme Lord said, like shit. If you throw in just I say just $10. What could really hurt if you only threw $10 in there?
can you hear me?
Yes.
All right, there you go. I just had to go in out. Well, what I was saying is a lot of meme coins were making fun of us back in the day, and way more than half of them are gone now.
Not even here like sushi coin, Squid
Oh
Game.
yeah. Oh God, I remember somebody captured that rug on live, and I
Yeah.
remember that guy. He was yelling. He was like, "Oh!" He was like getting really crazy with it. He was like, "Oh, we just saw a rug pull live," and somebody had before the rug pull, like I think a minute before, somebody bought like $23,000 worth of it.
Oh my, that's that hurt.
Imagine you'd lose 23,000 in like 10 seconds to a minute. I'm laughing, but laughing in pain because I could just imagine, that was somebody that probably moved their profits over.
Oh, that's that hurt. So okay, so for instance, meme lord, since you're on here, right? So say if a person was to sell some tokens, like for instance, if they bought it on Solana and they wanted to sell, the fee shouldn't be large. So say if you invested $30, this is uh just a made up calculation, and they invested $30, they got about like 5 trillion tokens of some odd token, right? It shot up. Let's just say it just shot up and they made about 10 grand in that investment. How much would a person need to sell their asset on Solana with the fees with Solana? Like, do they need to have $100 worth of Solana in order to make that swap? Or you get what I'm coming from?
Yeah, it depends because this is what how it works. So like let's say if you're on Trust Wallet, what's the other one? Like any wallet, right?
Right.
What you would have to do is sell it to USDC,
Mhm.
transfer it to the exchange, then sell it there to cash. That's another fee.
Right.
So it depends on what wallet you're using, but you're going to encounter a lot of fees unless like say you're on Crypto.com, right?
Right.
Where you only get hit by with one. Well, yeah, you're going to get hit with maybe one and a half fees. So you got a fee, like let's say crypto, I'll make it fast. So let's say Crypto.com, you sell your dogelon, right?
Uh-huh.
Let's say you could sell it to cash, right? And then that's a fee. And then you have to transfer it over your bank. That's another fee. But what sucks about like say any other wallet, like Trust Wallet, oh
Mhm.
man, you have to sell it. You have to sell it to USDC, that's a fee. Then you have to transfer it over to an exchange. That's another fee. Then you sell the USDC for cash. That's another fee. Then to send it over to your bank, that's another fee. It sucks. But if you're using like Phantom Wallet, yeah, you have to pay, in Solana or whatever chain you're using. I know
Right.
I don't know why we say, but every time I talk about what's that one, man, because I don't use it because it's Ethereum based. I try to stay away from Ethereum,
Coinbase
but
wallet.
MetaMask, that's the one. MetaMask. I don't know why I always mess it up and say Firefox because like
It doesn't
it
have the
looks like the yeah, but MetaMask is the same. You'd have to transfer it over like that. Phantom Wallet is crazy because what you do is you use Solana to sell it, which then turns it into Solana. Then you got to transfer that one over to the exchange to
right.
sell it. So it's a lot of fees. But I'll say after the 10,000, after well 10,000, you'll probably get back maybe like 8,900 to 9,000 because there's so many fees involved. It could be less. It
So
could be
you
less
said so how
depending because oh sorry, go ahead.
so how much would it be like if you invested 30 and then you made 10 grand? How much
Oh, so like you're talking about 40. So like your initial investment plus 30,000, right?
right,
That's what you're saying. Oh, okay, my bad. Yeah, it depends on also network congestion too. Remember? That's what it goes off. So like say for instance, when you do Ethereum, sometimes the fee's less and then it's more and you're like, why? It's because on network congestion and I forgot what it's called, GUI or GUI. I never can never say it right. GWEI.
right,
So it depends on that as well. So it could be anything, and I don't want to say a number because it could be anything, but usually Solana fees are lower. Like so is Matic. If you use Matic, Solana, Ethereum, I know is pretty cheap now because they've had so many upgrades.
right.
But man, I wish Dogelon would be on ICP because then that's where I would transfer all my stuff at. I'll be honest with you because it would be cheaper, faster, and more secure. I don't like, and I use Ethereum for Dogelon because I have 300 trillion on Crypto.com, and
Uh-huh.
then all the bigger bag I have that on cold storage. So that's not even it's not even on it's safely nestled right here,
Right,
in my yeah. So eh, like I said, I keep it on Crypto.com just because it's not on Coinbase. But if once it goes to Coinbase, I'm trying, even if it costs me a little. I don't like Crypto.com. No offense, Crypto.com,
right.
but I don't like that their fees are too high. I like with Coinbase, you could pay the Coinbase One fee. You pay
Mm,
$30 a month, and your trading fees are free up to I think like $10,000. So that's what I like about Coinbase One. So like say every month if you're spending like $2,000 or more trading, then you want to pay the $30 a month because you're saving on fees. But Crypto.com, man, their fees are just they're too bad. And what I don't like is they're very sneaky. They'll have, like say if Elon, let's say on any other exchange, Elon is 6017, right? When
Right.
you go to Crypto.com, it says 60's 18 and a half to 19, it's higher. But when you go to sell, it has it at 6016. And I go, what the hell? So it's lower and still the fees are still high. So
Right.
that's why I don't like about. I mean, every exchange does that, but Crypto.com, man, they're like savage about that. They charge way more. Or they not charge, but they inflate the price a little bit, and then when you sell, you're like, wait, it went down like 15 more percent. So you lose 15% to 10%. Then when you go to sell, it's anywhere between 1% to 5%. And then when you go to transfer to your bank, it's like anywhere from another 1% to 5%, unless you use the what do you call it? The credit card they have.
Right.
Yeah, then I know the fees are really low or less or not even because I don't have their card. I have the Coinbase card. Like
Damn.
I said, I like Coinbase. Yeah, I like Coinbase better. Yeah, and then I used to mess with Gemini for Elon, but guess what happened? I was doing a lot. I wasn't using a VPN, but what I
Mhm.
was doing is I was buying a lot of it. They froze my account for 30 days. And they said because I was buying too much and all this, and I was verified 100%. I never did anything shady.
Right.
They did my account for 30 days, and what I was going to do was I was going to sell a little bit because I know it was going to go to a lower. What happened is I ended up losing like $8,000 by the time they unfroze my account. It went down. So I took everything off of there and I said, well, Crypto.com is the only place. Like I could go to Trust Wallet, but I don't like that I have to transfer it to USDC, then to an exchange, then to
Right.
my bank account. It's too much. So yeah, Gemini, I don't trust either, just because of that fact. And I don't know if anybody else had that problem, but yeah, they froze my account for 30 days. I was pissed.
Yeah, I don't like Gemini. I still can't even get into my Gemini account.
Oh, so you know what I'm talking about, where that
Yeah.
little satellite comes out
Yep.
with all white background and it says 30. Yeah. See, I'm not BSing. So
Yeah.
that's
I
why I'm
don't
like
like.
screwed. Yeah.
And they and like and they like promote it. Like, hey, go ahead and use this. But then it's like you can't even get in once you already had the account. Like it says, okay, we gotta reconfirm your identity, and da 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 da. Then they'll send you an email about like a week later, a week or 2 weeks later.
Yep, that's true. Yeah. So they left a bad taste in my mouth, and I go, I'm not messing with Gemini.
Me
So
either.
I do use KuCoin. KuCoin's good too.
Okay,
You know, yeah, but I would be honest with you, KuCoin's more for advanced traders.
it
Just
is.
because, yeah, if you notice, it's not where it's a simple buy. It
Yeah,
has all the numbers on the side, and you're like, what's all this? And that's if you can, what do you call it? You can do a buy order and a sell order at a certain level. So many people get confused. They're like, well, I'm not using KuCoin. So I like KuCoin too. So KuCoin's good, but that's for advanced traders. I'm not gonna lie. Like Bybit too. Bybit's for advanced traders. If you're, if you want, I would say if you want to test, not test your skills. That's the wrong way of saying it. But if you want to kind of get more advanced in crypto, what I like about Coinbase is you could do a Coinbase Pro, and it sends you over, and you can learn a little bit how to become a little bit of a pro, how to do buy and sell orders at certain levels, and then hedge against it, which I don't get into that. You don't want to do that. 'Cause you could lose like $5,000 within like hours or days. You don't want
yeah.
that.
I I see some certain people they do that, and I'm like, I wouldn't do it.
I'm
I
not gonna
would.
lie, I do that to Bitcoin, but just because I do charting. It's hard to do charting on meme coins because they're wild cards.
Right.
Bitcoin, it's been around for so long. And also, like I said, and I'm not, like, I'm not saying, oh, badass. But you've seen I made good calls on Bitcoin that
Yes, you
happen. Yeah, it's like okay, so I feel comfortable enough to put my buy orders and my sell orders with. I don't hedge against it, but what I'll do is I'll put like let's say for instance I'll do like I'll leverage 10x or 5x,
right.
when I know it's gonna go up. So I do that, but no, I never go against it. People make money like that, but I go that's kind of playing with fire, and because I know where it's going up, but down is always hard because you never know where it's gonna go, especially with all these tariffs and wars and all that. You never know.
Yeah, you never know. You never know. So shoot, man. I appreciate you guys tapping in with us tonight, man. I know it's early morning over there for you, meme lord.
Yeah, I'm actually I thinking about what. Let me see. Like I got to go for my chemo in about 7 hours, which is fine. I slept all day today and
Uh,
all night, so I'm like that's why I'm up. This what do you call it? Well, not it's not early, but why I've been up since like about 4 this morning over here. But what sucks is I didn't get it. I haven't gotten it for 3 weeks just because my platelets were low. So the doctor didn't want to give it to me because it might have been internal bleeding.
right.
So I'm just worried. That's why I've been sleeping, but then I've been staying up. I'm worried about how my body's gonna react because it's been 3 weeks. But I think I'll be okay. It's just like, man, I wanted them to hurry up with it. I know, but the doctor goes, because my platelets were at 42 and he says they have to be 51 or higher.
Right.
So I was at 42 and I go, just do it. Just joking. He goes, no, it'll cause internal bleeding. I go, okay, never mind. Because it
Yeah.
could get down to like 5, 4, 3, 2, and then I'm really screwed. So then I go, I'll just wait. But it's just hurdles, it's hurdles.
Yeah, for everybody that's watching, send prayers to Meme Lord, man, so he can finish these chemos and shake back. Because a lot of people still shake back after all that, man. And shit, by the time you're done with your last chemo, we should be already at Mars.
Right? Yeah, because now my last one was supposed to be July 3rd, but
Mhm.
since I went well, the way I say if I took a week off, that sounds like I took a week off for vac. No, so the week he gave me off extra was for my platelets to get back up because he gave me 2 units of platelets like 2.5 weeks ago. So then when I went in, they check your blood every before they even do the chemo. So they do it stat, so you get it in 20 30 minutes. And he was like, no, you can't get it. So then that delayed me a week. So now July 10th is my last one. Then I go into chemo radiation, but it's a pill I take instead of having 3 different chemos in me, like through the vein. It's just a pill I take. And then I get chemo radiation. And then after that, it's, what do you call it? I get the surgery. So I should be good by November. So I told my girl, man, I said, just in time for the bull run, like in October. I said, man,
Hey, yacht party. I'm still meaning it. Like, I do want to have a little yacht party, man, because I've been screaming that in the beginning for those who have been holding for this journey for so long, man. And like, it's well deserved. Everybody gotta, have their little time, but understand where to put your money at and what to invest in to keep that money flowing and not to have money just going and have no money coming in. So I like to have all money in, but knowing where I'm invested in, whereas I can able to, get paid monthly by my investments, not just quick plays or what should I do and be stressed out. So again, investing is not supposed to be stressing. I appreciate you, Meme Lord, for staying up with me tonight. I'm gonna end the stream, but again, stay tuned for tomorrow, and hopefully, if you feel a little bit better, man, we may not do a live this late. Really, well, it's not really that late, but it's good for you because it's early, like early morning over there where you at. See how things going, man.
yeah, the only thing is, remember I come home with the pump for 2 days.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah, so I know it's hard for me. I mean, I carry it around with me or I put it in my pocket. It's not that big. But
right.
the thing is, like I said, it's been 3 weeks, so it might be when I got my first one. Oh man, I was knocked out for 2 days straight.
Damn.
So yeah, so I don't know how I'll react, but I'll let you know. If I
Oh,
could do it, I could just sit in the bed with the pump. It's not like, oh man, I'm dying right here. It's
oh,
if I'm tired or how I feel. Yeah, I'll let you know.
okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Love you guys. I appreciate everybody tapping in, and I'll see you guys in the morning. Peace out.